Hey, movie fans! Just wanted to check back in and do a little follow-up video with Justice League, which just came out this weekend. There was a lot of great anticipation for this movie. I feel like online excitement was getting pretty high. As reviews have come in from critics, they've actually been pretty low. So I wanted to get this video out there to address maybe some of the questions that you guys might be having and give you some input on this movie, Justice League. So, first question. Is it a bad movie? I mean, is this just straight up horrible? Is it awful? Rotten Tomatoes has it right now at a 39%. That's not very good. So, what's my take? What's my spin on it? Well, I don't necessarily agree with the critics on this one. The story is fairly simple. And maybe at the end leaves you wanting a little bit, but I think that's a good thing. I think this movie is setting up setting a foundation, seeing these characters come together, seeing what they can do, and then getting us to where we want to see more, of this team-up action and to doing even more great things. So, I mean, Batman and Flash and Wonder Woman, like getting to see them all together, I mean, that's awesome. That's stuff that you've hoped for and wanted for a long time, and I think it's really awesome. Not that this movie's gonna be winning any Oscars or anything, but hey, it's entertaining and it's a fun time, and it's still good. I think the story is good, and the build up, the development, the pacing and the balance. It's got those components to keep this a good movie, and like I said, very entertaining and fun to watch. So with that second question then, is it disappointing? Is this movie a disappointment? Some critics are calling it just that it's really disappointing. Well, I'm gonna answer that question with a question. What are you expecting out of it? When you go into Justice League, are you expecting it to be up there with the best superhero movies of all time? Are you comparing it to the MCU, what Marvel's been doing, and the success that they've been having? I mean, sure, you can see that you would do that. They're both superhero brands, but I think DC is, with their extended universe, is not trying to do the exact same thing. They're going a little bit different direction. So the comparison there may not always work, and may not be what you want to take into the movie. So, could you be disappointed? Well, yeah, I think maybe if you went in with the wrong expectations, and depending on what you're comparing it to. If you're going into it comparing it to Thor Ragnarok, well, it's a different experience. If you're going into it comparing it to Wonder Woman, again, I have to say it's quite a different experience. But if you're going and comparing it to Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, well, I think that's a pretty good place to go into this movie. For me, that's what I was looking at it as, was a continuation of Dawn of Justice and seeing where it was going to go from there, and I think it is much better than Batman vs. Superman and does a great job in a lot of ways. One of those ways is actually the answer to my third question. Is Justice League good for kids? Now, this is just my opinion here, but I say yeah. I think they did a really good job keeping it actually kind of kid-friendly, even for a PG-13 movie. Violence and gore, like there wasn't really any gory things going on. There is a little bit of green alien blood, but one of the things that was really impressive was how clean it was language-wise. There's 3, maybe 4 bad words in it, and pretty much no like sexual references at all. So that's exciting to me as a dad, to know that I don't have to worry about those kind of things taking it in. But it's a lighter tone, it's a brighter feel overall, happier than what we saw in Dawn of Justice, and the storyline, which I think this is one of the greatest attributes of Justice League, was the storyline was actually fairly simple and straightforward, which made it easy to follow. I know in Batman vs. Superman it was tricky, it was crazy, it was kind of here, kind of there, and confusing. But it didn't feel that way in Justice League. Simple, straightforward storyline to follow. The villain storyline maybe a little bit weird, and villain even looked maybe a little bit weird, but you know what? That's fine. That's okay. And again, talking about it for the kids, it's funny. It's got great laughs in it and moments that they'll enjoy. So, last question: what about Superman? What is he even in this? Like, I'm not telling you that. You got to go watch it. Go watch it and go see and go find out. But just wanted to get some things out there to maybe help clear the air a little bit. A movie worth watching, very entertaining, and a great time at the movie theater. So I'd say don't miss it. That's my opinion.